We're meeting today with the CWA, Communication Workers of America, regarding the Santander and the claim for recognition, the claim for workers' rights, or union rights in the US. Been a really good meeting today. We've had our activists from Bhutto, from Leicester, Bradford today with us. Had a really good conversation with our comrades from the Americas, and they're explaining to us how bad things really are over there. And it was good to get real workers from America speaking to our activists in this country. I think we've all had a good meeting. We have got a better understanding. It's something we will continue to work with the CWA. We'll be supportive of their campaign in Santander. And from our perspective, the CWU in the UK will do anything they can to make sure workers' rights are met within the US.
The main reason I'm here today is to have a voice on the job. And then what I really want is for the company to be neutral and allow us neutrality so the employees can decide for themselves if they want a union on the job.
I am in the asset remarketing department, and I've actually been with the company, it'll be 14 years in December. Started originally in collections and then went to training and development, which was part of HR, and did policies and procedures. And I've been in asset remarketing about 5 years now. I enjoy my job, but I definitely see some major issues with favoritism and nepotism. There's a lot of inconsistencies with management, where you might ask a question in one area and get different answers from different managers. We need the support. We need a voice. We need a go-to person, someone that is actually there for us, because it doesn't exist. We need someone that we can actually confide in and would actually be there for us if there's anything that we need, be it benefits, be it promotions, be it, just a better working environment. There's definitely a lot of people that would want to join the union and want to be part of the committee that I've been a part of now for a little over a year, but there's a lot of fear because you don't have that support, as far as, nor do you have the go-to person that you can go to and ask questions or get that reassurability from. So there's definitely a need. Certain comments that have been made, certain innuendos, not necessarily to myself, but to other employees. They've asked questions as far as, why do you want a union? What's going on outside? Things of that nature. So, and don't talk to them, because they're seeking something for their benefit. Speaking of the union. Basically, where the company won't interfere, whether they say yay or nay, just let us have the opportunity to speak to all of the employees that are willing and wanting to be a part of the union, or at least get some knowledge. A lot of them don't even know anything about a union, but at least be able to speak freely of it without the fear of retaliation, losing your job.
I worked for Santander Consumer USA in the US for 10 years until February 22nd, 2017 of this year, in the North Richland Hills office. I was terminated after the neutrality agreement was presented to them on February 21st of this year. So I signed off on that agreement on the 21st of February. I was terminated on the 22nd. Just a voice, just to be heard, fair treatment, and let the people, vote. If they want to agree to a union, let them, let the people that's still there with Santander, let them have a voice, let them have an opinion, without the fear of, losing their job. Let them have, that voice, let them have that opinion, you know, without the harsh emails that are being sent to them. The unfair treatment, the bullying on the job, just the way management talk to you, just the, you know, the way they belittle you, you know, on the job, just the way they made you feel, you know, as a person.
I'm the CW National Officer that negotiates with Santander UK. Having had the meeting today with colleagues from Santander in the United States, who are members of the Communication Workers of America, I was staggered to hear of the way workers are treated in the workforce. I can't believe that that kind of thing would happen at a democracy. It certainly isn't the way Santander operates in this country, and I can't believe that Santander allows it to happen anywhere else in the world as well.
I'm the National Officer for the Finance Sector for UNI Union. We've got 120,000 members working in banking and insurance across the UK. And what we've been hearing about how badly treated workers are in the US from Santander is appalling. And I know all our members and our activists across the sector will really want to send a message to our friends and comrades that they are thought of, that we're going to do everything we can to raise their campaign. We're going to send all the support and solidarity we can. It's a very important issue. We need to make sure that people are treated properly in the UK. Our employees, our members are treated well in many organisations only because the union's there. Without the union, it's a very different situation.
In the UK, Santander respects trade unions. In the UK, Santander negotiates with trade unions. On the same sides, the same company in the USA actively campaign with their workers to go against trade unions. They tell them not to join trade unions. They force them to do things they don't want to. They force them out of trade union activity. They encourage them not to be union members. This is not right, it's not fair, and if I was to tell you about the other stuff that goes on in the USA, the way they're intimidating and disrespecting their own workers, the ones who bring in their profit, and are doing bad practices against their customers, you wouldn't believe it. So get online, get on Twitter, @Santander USA, and tell them to recognize a trade union.
We thanks a lot CW to organize this meeting in London, where British workers and American workers of Santander, they meet. This is a battle, this is a struggle for dignity, and we appreciate a lot the support of CW for helping us in this campaign to make it possible to recognize a union in the US in Santander. This is a battle of dignity.
We've had the opportunity today to meet with our brothers and sisters from CWA in the United States working in Santander. It's been a real eye-opener for us, I think it's fair to say. In the UK, we've got established collective bargaining. We take for granted the rights that all of us have in the UK, and the fact that our pay is negotiated for us by the union and that our terms and conditions are agreed through the union as well. It's fair to say that in the States, the situation is very different. Our colleagues there are just trying to get the right to join a union, not necessarily to go that one step to collective bargaining, or that would be their ultimate aim. I think it's really important that we support our colleagues there, because what they're after is a fundamental right that we've enjoyed in the UK for some time.
Please support our colleagues in Santander Consumer and Santander Bank in the US. Please go ahead and support union recognition.
It was great today to meet our American colleagues. I mean, what was really interesting is we're just totally unaware that this was going on in America, that they would behave in this fashion, because they just don't behave like that in this country.
No, not at all.
To not allow collective bargaining, to not allow the negotiation, it's just bizarre when in over 20 other countries in the world they do precisely that.
There's just so much evidence as well that companies that are unionised are more productive, they're happier places to work for, the morale is a lot better, and San UK in Great Britain seem to understand that and work actively towards it with CWU. So I don't understand why they're not doing it
No, that's
maybe the penny will drop soon. It'll be
It's
great.
really true, because in this
Yeah.
country you feel like your efforts are appreciated.
Yeah, you do.